Hello, today I'm going to give you a little update on a project I've been working on for a while. Uh, I started this last year, but got kind of stuck trying to find a way to put it on the wall. So on the right here, you have the parts of a light fixture. This is the glass dome, which is really what attracted me to the project because it does a great job of diffusing small lights like these NeoPixels. Here you have a Solder Party round stamp carrier, which has 16 built-in lights. And then for this project, for the first time, I'm working with a NeoPixel ring that has 60 additional lights. Um, so I want to diffuse these so they don't just appear as individual points of light, so they kind of spread out and make a nice rainbow effect. So I really liked this frosted dome for that. The problem was that this case here didn't leave enough room to mount the thing on the wall and connect a USB connector because I will need to charge. There's a battery under here. I will need to charge it, and then also I do occasionally need to update the software, and I'd rather not have to completely disassemble the thing just to charge it. Charging is the one where it's just like be able to plug it in like you would a phone or anything else that has a battery. So earlier this year, I had the idea that I could actually replace this metal base with something I made myself. And you can see here I made a design out of laser cut bamboo. You can see the layers. It's basically a series of concentric rings that I had cut out by Bureau, and then I put them together and mounted all the components in it. So in here you have the carrier, the ring. There's an IR receiver, which isn't quite working at the moment, but it's a stretch goal. Underneath there, there's a boost converter to provide the voltage that the NeoPixel ring needs. I'm not entirely convinced that that's working as it should either, but this is a learning exercise. And then also there's a battery underneath. So the only way I kept my sanity is right underneath this ring, there's also a hole. And there's standoffs. So while I was mounting this, I could actually run everything through. So this may still look crummy to those of you who are really good at organizing cables, but this is one of the better efforts that I've made. So let me show you what it kind of looks like. This is running off the battery. There's the on and off switch. I actually had to turn the brightness down to less than 10% of the full strength, just so I could film it, which is why the lighting is so weird, because these things can really put on a lot of light. So even with 10% lighting, you can see it's going pretty bright. So what's happening here is they're moving in opposite directions. There are bands of color. There's red, green, and blue. And when they get together, they mix. You can see there's kind of a pink band happening here. There's a black over here where all of the colors are temporarily separated. And as time changes, they'll catch up with each other. They'll lap each other. You can see white starting to emerge here. So it's a silly kind of, not, well, maybe silly is not the right word, but it's a simple way to generate a lot of colors without too much logic. So let me show you what it looks like with the diffuser on. And again, this is at 5%. So you can see the interior lights, which are part of the round carrier, are moving in that direction. And then the exterior lights, which are provided by the NeoPixels, are moving in the other direction. And it just kind of flows around. And it's a nice effect. So I probably will still add a few different modes to it. I need to check some of the electrical connections for the IR receiver and a few other things. But in general, I'm happy with it. Let me just see if I can get this to screw down a little bit. But the idea is when I'm ready, I have just laser cut holes that I can slip screws into, and then the next layer has a trough where the screw can sit. So this should be really easy to mount. In fact, I'll just print out this kind of outline with the holes, get a feel for where I want it, drill 2 holes, mount the thing. And then the other thing that I have to do still is, well, that's a neat effect, actually put something behind that USB connector. I did have a USB extender, just a big thick cable, but it was actually too thick for the design. So I need to actually learn to wire up a USB breakout board to make it so that you can at least charge it from outside. And you can see that I made a trough so that you can slide a USB cable in from the bottom once there's something to connect it to. So I still got a bit of work to do on this, but the good news is it's far enough along that I can actually put it on the wall in the evenings, which is something I haven't been able to say for a few months. Anyway, I'm pleased with what I've learned, and it's coming along, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about it.